Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to game number 1 of today's evening. That's right, I said evening. PGI.S Scrims. My name is Jorisar. For all of the teams, it is 7 p.m. Korea Standard Time right now, and we are about to hop into 5 games of absolutely top tier. Literally can't get more top tier than this. PUBG action live from Korea. Let's go ahead and see what game number 1 brings on Miramar as we follow the plane across the map. It's give or take a 6 o'clock to 11 o'clock plane path, so a little bit skewed in favor of the west. Once we head to the northern side of the map, that means that teams that might, for example, be looking to drop places like Impala, El Azahar, a couple of teams like maybe to go up north, Cruz del Valle, Torre Aramuda, and all that kind of jazz, might find it a little bit more difficult. Alternate drop spots are going to be in play. Although that said, actually, we've just got the one team going La Cobb, so this is going to be alright. Zenith are reasonably close by, but nowhere near close enough for shots to get taken, so this is looking pretty good. This is looking pretty good, not gonna lie. Where have we got teams potentially engaging each other? Infantry and Digital Athletics. Looking like this could be interesting. Mitrailleus has spotted 9 from Infantry and is thinking about doing a little bit of a runny over thing. Oh, actually hits him, and he's down to 53. This is one of those fights where being in third person might actually make a bit of sense. Mitrailleus is trying to get the knocker ASAP because we don't actually know where the rest of Infantry are dropping. We could start playing the Benny Hill music from the sound pad, but I'll refrain from doing so for now. Mitrailleus is basically looking for an excuse. Oh, there are 2 vehicles here now as well. We've got Smash coming up, and I tell you what, the UMP is going to absolutely put paid to that conversation. Oh my, never mind. Infantry are right back, and Long SKR has managed to grab Smash. So that is exactly the reason why, if you run someone over, you want to do it as quickly as possible early game. Long has managed to go ahead and grab that kill, making that a trade. It's now a 1-for-1. Not good, of course, to have 2 of your number traded out this early. Zhao Yang from Infantry now coming up onto the compound where Mitrailleus is, and suddenly this has become a 2v1. So Zhao Yang and Long moving on to Mitrailleus. This is so important in the early game, where if you are hot dropped, or if you are in any sort of scenario where you're going to have to deal with people fighting you early, you need to know what the response is to that. Who's going to move where, how you're going to support each other, who's got who's back. And that's exactly what Infantry are doing at the moment. The first circle has popped, by the way, and it is very, very far to the southeast. The center of the circle, far south of Los Leones, closer, in fact, to the edge of circle than Los Leones, so not that much land for people to play, and a lot of teams are going to be rotating in early. We'll have to keep an eye on that. We've also got MultiCircle Gaming and Virtus.pro in a very, very high-profile fight here. So this is Long going up against Mitrailleus. We've also got the support of a teammate in Zhao Yang. I'm not 100% sure whereabouts that is going to go. Let's go ahead and take a look at Virtus.pro now, because that is going to be a fight that is kicking off. Spyro's got a DBS. We love to see it. Inside the same concretes as well as MultiCircle Gaming. Doesn't look like anyone is going to be moving in at some point. Let's see. Spyro in with Evil Lee. We've got Lou at 995. Further afield, Batulins has got the opportunity to come in and try and flank, but 995 has basically got the doorway for Evil Lee, which is very important. Then you've got Ling Du, who's taking this off angle. He's basically the answer to Batulins here. Virtus.pro and MCG had a little bit of a standoff. Oh, Typo, thank you for your kind words in chat, mate. I really appreciate it, and I'm really looking forward to casting these games as well. Hopefully I can do that and observe at 10 o'clock in the morning with a decently strong coffee and still be able to do a good job. Summer's now come in as well, so all 4 members of MCG have got effectively one half of the compound with Evil Lee kind of playing spoiler, not really allowing Virtus.pro to push in, because that's sort of the angle that they don't have to worry about. Blue, on the other hand, has clocked Summer. Knows that he's flanking around. That's going to be useful. This fight, by the way, potentially still going on. Mitrailleus versus Long and Mert. Where's Mitrailleus looking? Oh, he's got a shotgun and no vest. Versus Long, who's on the roof. Oh, this is rough indeed. And that, unfortunately, is Infantry taking down Digital Athletics. That's going to be Boliang. From afar, he went through Mert. He got the Mini 14, and against a shotgun at range with no vest. Unfortunately, there wasn't too much they could do there. The action's now kicked off here. MultiCircle Gaming still 4. Oh, dear. A little bit of team damage there. High intensity situation. Spyro and Batulans have both gone down for Virtus.pro. Lou is left on the far side. Hyruzen is actually there. So it's a 2v4 as opposed to 1v4, but Hyruzen is so far off in the distance. And I think Lingdu's clocked on to where he is as well. Smoke grenades coming out from Hyruzen. Trying to move out against Lingdu. I think he's worked out now that there's actually someone on the other side of that hut. Oh, needs to really get that Molotov off to the left or right-hand side. Going at dead center means that there aren't going to be any flames inside the hut, as you can see here. So Hyruzen not able to support his teammate just yet. Lou gets a knock. A crucial knock as well. With the M4. He's got the shotgun out because he doesn't want to waste time reloading right now. He hears the grenade being primed. That's a flashbang. Oh dear, and MCG doing a very, very good job there. Evilly instantly turning around and spotting him from far away. Which means Virtus.pro are eliminated. MultiCircle Gaming will be able to survive. How many of them are alive? 4! So we've got 4 kills for MCG. And they've managed to get a clean team wipe. But they're going to be getting into circle very, very late indeed. And that really is going to be a big, big fight. Now, member of FaZe Clan, that's Gustav, getting taken down by NaVi. Orange and the Tab are going to be able to take him out on the southwestern side of the map. The rest of them are not there, so we're not going to follow that fight. I'm pretty confident that that's actually finished for now. We've actually got ENCE still in. Unfortunately, he's the only member left alive for FaZe Clan in the early stages of today's scrims. Not 100% sure what happened there. ENCE's going to be playing as a solo for the rest of this game, unfortunately. Rough rotation into the first circle by the looks of things for FaZe. Buriram United are very, very split right now. Lin Shun gets a knock onto Godmeow. Will finish as well. And instead of pushing up to try and get Noadra as well, has decided that it is better to rejoin the rest of his team. Let's take a look at where they are. Tianba down here, so that makes sense. They don't want to overextend. They also know there's another team here as well. So Kanaxi from Buriram United looks like was knocked by Wicked, I think, from Meta Gaming. And unfortunately, the players that are particularly split from their teams right now are going to really, really struggle to have a good time. Long has managed to get a knock onto Zenith Esports. But inside this little compound, we've got Kickstart firing back, preventing the insta-knock. And you can see the rest of the team are with Roth. So as long as Kickstart doesn't get knocked here, Zenith should be okay. If Kickstart gets knocked, it forces a rotation onto him, or it forces the rest of the team to have to abandon him. Long is in a very similar situation. If he gets headshot and knocked over there, the rest of his team have already rotated in. So this is very high risk, high reward for Infantry, but they're, frankly, one of the best teams in the world, and they don't really care, because they know they can take these fights, and they absolutely can. So very high risk fight between Long and Kickstart. The rest of Zenith now moving in. It looks like Roth is coming in to join his teammate. The rest of Zenith have also spotted him and will be letting their teammates know that. So Long will now know that this snipe fight is no longer a 1v1 because Roth is going to be coming in. That suddenly makes it a little bit more risky. Is Roth just picking up a teammate, or is he fighting? Looks like he's just picking up a teammate, and the intention is to turn around and get the heck out of there. So, Long has an opportunity to get a knock here. 2 hits onto Roth. If he lands a headshot now, that's him going flying out of the vehicle. It looks like he's just about going to manage to go south. The rest of Infantry, though, are now significantly closer to him. And they're going to have to watch out for an edge threat from MultiCircle Gaming. One of the strongest teams in the lobby on edge, pushing into you. That's not going to be fun. Zenith managed to escape them, but Senya is right there. And this vehicle will not survive more than a couple more shots. That's Roth going out, unfortunately. I don't think Kickstarter's going to turn around for him. He needs to get to safety. NaVi are going to be able to pick up the point, and Roth, after rescuing effectively Kickstart from that scenario, will get taken out of the vehicle himself as he moves into Circle. Circle 2 now almost cutting out all of the water. That's going to be a big sigh of relief for all the teams. What that means, though, is that there aren't going to be that many teams rotating. And the reason there aren't going to be that many teams rotating is because coming into Circle 1, frankly, everyone... No one's out in the water anyway, so everyone's managed to get spots over here. So as you can see, the vast majority of teams don't really have to deal with that right now. Zenith and NaVi look like they're going to have a little bit of a showdown on the edge of the circle here. Members of NaVi are kind of individually rotating in. Fighting those multiple squads earlier on got them a couple of kills, but also meant that they were a little bit split. And because of that, they might have difficulty fighting as a team, even though they're all still alive. Now, what's fun to watch with NaVi is the ridiculously nutty individual performances that they're capable of, and that's exactly what they're both doing right now. Oh, never mind. Orange coming in from one direction against Kickstart, but needs to get into the dip before the rest of Zenith take him out. I think he tried to turn around, but was a little bit too late. As a result, Orange is actually going to get traded out. Poonage will be able to take that kill there. Kickstart, I do not think will get revived. The Tab is looking for the return frag onto the member of Zenith that sniped his teammate. We'll see him. He'll do a lot of damage as well. That's 2 hits from the Tab, still at 100 HP. Very, very nice. But I think Zenith will have to abandon all hope of getting near to Kickstart, unless they decide they want to team crash this position right now. And that, frankly, would be bold. Not 100% certain that's what they want to do. That could be a thing, though. Kickstart finally going down, and Zenith is now opting to move further into zone. 995 gets taken out by Biestoloch. In rotation, there will be no bullets flying Biesto's way. As you can see, MCG now taking the southern road. I'd see the solo going up now against FURIA. This is a 1v4. Gonna get a little bit insane. Molotov going out the front door, forcing the re-knock on Necro. And Rusty actually getting very, very low, almost going down as well. Is that Necro down? It is Necro down, so that's 1 point for the FaZe Clan. Rusty Zera managing just about to get revived and to get some heals off. Raspu is very, very close by. Kill Demo is playing the spoiler position. If FaZe decide to rotate further north, he will be there waiting. I do not know if FURIA are aware this is a solo player. It's possible they are. Kill Demo might be up for an angle against IC in a sec. He is indeed. Manages to get a tag. Rusty Zera coming in from the other side. Literally next to him in the smoke. Using their own smokes against them. This is insane. This is actually insane. Shinboy takes out Senya and Biesto to force NaVi out. And Raspu finally takes out FaZe Clan. That one member that was terrorizing them for so long. They're now down to a 3. FaZe Clan now out. The prize for Zenith taking out NaVi is that they get to fight now against Infantry. That's Nexi from very far away, saying thank you very much for the possible steal on Boliang, and he just about manages to get that before the frag grenade goes off. Zenith now eliminated by the rest of Infantry. How many people are left? Long, who's been playing that spoiler position for so long. No pun intended. now manages to finish that squad wipe. Infantry now up to 7 kills, by the way. 4 for Bolyang, 3 for Long, doing an incredible job. But rotating into this circle is going to be rough because we have a Team Liquid stopping them from moving in. DWG take out Buriram United. How quickly will Team Liquid rotate? Do they know that Infantry are going north? Well, if they didn't before, they do now. They can hear that bike. They know it's most likely to be that 2-man bike, of course. Just a duo coming into this location. Entirely possible it's a solo if they don't have eyes on. But this is really important information for Team Liquid. They've heard a bike go all the way around this edge of the circle, and they've heard no gunshots against them. That tells Team Liquid that no one else is going to be approaching from this end of the circle, and it tells them that their edge position is safe. So they actually got a ridiculous amount of useful information, very, very critical information, just from watching Infantry rotate. They will keep an eye on what happens as the game goes on. 16 minutes and 12 teams left alive in today's first PGI.S Pro Scrim. Meta Gaming have got an excellent compound in the center of circle. By the looks of things, they are just 3. However, Triumphant Song have done a great job rotating. All 4 of them are still alive. They've got 2 kills to their name. Patience and Easy does it because they are arguably the team closest to the center of circle, and it's going to be a hard shift towards 8 p.m. So Triumphant Song now get to gatekeep Meta, and I feel a little bit sorry for Meta, who had such an excellent position. It'll be interesting to see how quickly they rotate and where they rotate to. They've got a pickup truck with 3 wheels at the moment. It's not ideal, but it's something. And hopefully they'll be able to use this. Oh, hello. No, that clothesline, guys, is made of weapons-grade stainless steel. There is no way you're getting past that. So we'll see where they end up going to. It looks like they're going to move south and maybe try and take this compound before other people do, which is excellent because we've got Pyro here, we've got Tianba here. In fact, Petrichor are looking at Tianba, who are rotating a little bit further south. Couple of warning shots from Ike's left. You can hear that familiar bark of the Mark 14. So getting those airdrops could potentially be a game changer or even a game winner for Petrichor Road. We'll have to wait and see. They are just on the edge right now, though. They have to get into position here or something and be able to fend people off or rotate further in which case they run into shoot to kill. Now, shoot to kill. We've got Purdy Curdy, Alo, and Luke still alive. Hunter has gone down so far, and it looks like they are simply going to rotate up the side of this hill. There's a lot of natural cover here, and they know that there isn't anyone between them and the coast. Luke really needs to start using the handbrake on that. A couple of bandages, though. They'll be fine. Oath, who have done so well in scrims the last couple of days. Reload down but not out next to that Murado. Going to try and get the Resurrect. Bear in mind that Team Liquid are absolutely marching in on this position. Oath, by the way, I think in yesterday's scrims won something like 4 games across the morning and afternoon scrims. And then this morning they've done very well as well. So Oath are absolutely one of the teams to watch out for. Pat Caps gets the revive off and Relo immediately running away. They know that someone's pushing into them, so they're going to have to move out. There's Team Liquid in the distance, fanning themselves out. Now, they've also got DWG Kia right behind them. So Team Liquid can't take too many liberties. Clib and Ibby are outside of the compound at the moment, and DWG might actually take that. They found Triumphant Song, all 4 of them in this compound though. Team Liquid are unlikely to fend them out of there with a 2-2 split. They're currently split, Clib and Ibby right next to DWG, and we've got Mixie and Jeems over to the west side of the circle where basically no one is there. Furia versus Oath, round 2 coming in now without Team Liquid's participation. Relo is back up and running. Raspu has been spotted and the repeaks are good, but Triumphant Song, I almost said Tianba there, that's Triumphant Song, unfortunately getting in there, and Relo getting very close to being eliminated, but 4 hit points allows the revive to come in. Triumphant Song are trying to play spoiler here. Pat Caps is also down, and now we have Raspu really close by. He will be able to get Pat Caps down, and that does mean Oath get eliminated because Pat Caps was busy trying to play The position where he allows teammates to revive. Oath basically getting squeezed by a combination of FURIA, Triumphant Song, and Team Liquid there. And unfortunately, they are going to go out. 8 teams left, so we're now into the placement points. 24 alive at the 20-minute mark of this game number 1. Metagaming on the right-hand side are indeed gatekeeping Pura as we thought they would. Shoot to Kill have moved into the circle from the south side, have decided to go a little bit further east, so they might be able to get a little bit of third-party action here as well. Purdy Curdy looking on. 4x on the Mini 14, more than capable of doing the damage at this distance. Spots Pyro, says thank you very much for that point, and Shoot to Kill will be able to take that for themselves. Elsewhere. Oh, forget elsewhere. The rest of Pyro have been spotted. Oh my god, what beautiful, absolutely beautiful juking there from Mamu. Will be able to get Purdy Curdy down. The problem is, Mamu wasn't in a position where it was possible to revive, and Luke managed to get the trade. So Shoot to Kill, I think, are going to be able to pick up the point there, and I believe Purdy Curdy should, under normal circumstances, be able to be revived. The last member of Pyro alive. Ixlef gets taken out. Shoot to Kill successfully gatekeep them. They had a choice between moving into meta or moving into Shoot to Kill. It wasn't a friendly choice they had to make. They tried. They did a lot of damage. They got the knock as well. But I'm afraid that's all she wrote, at least for game number 1. Here comes Team Liquid now. They wrapped back around the north side of the circle. They didn't like the fact that DWG were right behind them. Instant knock and kill onto Jeems. In fact, Triumphant Song were actually looking in their direction as well. And it's actually Peng that's going to be able to get the finish there. Now only Ibby and Mixie left. Not ideal for them at all. Ibby is down, not out. That leaves one. Under and Songjiang. Incredibly strong opponents. And now that Mixie is on his lonesome, this could get difficult indeed. He's in the blue! Team Liquid eliminated by Under, but not without putting up a hell of a fight. 1 hit point on DWG's Under. As Team Liquid go out, DWG will survive as a duo, but for how much longer? Because Triumphant Song are absolutely staring down the barrel at both of them. They're out of sight, at least for now. The rest of Triumphant Song have moved east, by the way. So Triumphant Song versus Shoot to Kill are likely to be the next big fight. Metagaming are down to 2. And it's not because they're not good. It's because, frankly, they were right in the middle of things and were getting shots taken at them by God knows how many different squads. They have got 4 kills to their name so far. They're in the top 6. MCG trying to get that final knock, and thankfully Metagaming are able to survive a little bit longer. MCG, in the southwestern side of the circle, I think Shoot to Kill and Triumphant Song are about to get into a rather hefty fight. Triumphant Song have played this very slow, very methodical, by the way. Take a look at where they are in the circle. Sia is not pushing onto DWG. He's not pushing because we know... Oh my god. Oh my god. Never mind. We're following Evil Lee for a second. Because Sizzle's now down for the second time. I didn't realize that Evil Lee had pushed up. Going for the emergency revive. Won't get it. And DWG eliminated by a combination of FURIA and Triumphant Song basically at the same time as MultiCircle Gaming pushed into the center of the circle. This is going to be excellent for Evil Lee, but Ling Du has to find a way to join him as well. And I think Rusty Zera has got his number and knows exactly where he is. Might be able to use the ridge lines to rotate in. Evil Lee's got an excellent position right now. Triumphant Song, Shoot to Kill are likely to be the next fight that we see. We'll keep an eye, though. Third partying has been going on everywhere. And I love the fact that teams are very, very patiently waiting for other teams to move in and just trying to get the third party. Look, you're 18 of the best teams in the world. Why take a 1v1 when you can wait for other people to start fighting and pick up easy kills? Is it the most honorable thing you could do? Maybe not. But also, it's a Battle Royale game. You're supposed to be the last team standing. And after you finish that fight, there's going to be another, and another, and another. So of course you're going to take the fights that are the highest percentage for all 4 of your team members to stay alive. A lot of the time, you would rather not take a fight and finish it, so that you can just get the 1 kill, reset into a better position. Get 1 more kill, reset into a better position. And Triumphant Song have just held their own non-stop They found those kills where they needed to, but they haven't actually pushed out. They haven't overextended. And as a result, the final 4 teams are alive now. They've got 7 kills with all 4 alive. It's an excellent strategy to play, and in the long run, in my personal opinion, it pays off. So Triumphant Song are doing a great job of doing that this game. This is getting very serious. No one really moving that much. Lingdu, admittedly, has managed to get significantly closer to Evil Lee, which I like. MCG are on 6 kills. Just the 2 alive, though. They haven't got the numbers advantage in this final circle, that's for sure. Baiting in the car, won't need to. A little bit of a hard shift towards FURIA. FURIA are going to be very happy with this. And Triumphant Song, now we're going to see what they were going to do if they were forced to move away. They've held their position for so long, they have no choice but to move out. Now, however, if MultiCircle Gaming are forced into a fight with shoot to kill before Triumphant Song get here, then my prediction is Triumphant Song come in and mop up from the third party. Who is going to be the third team to join the fight? That's the question. Evil Lee has spotted FURIA. Rusty Zera has gone outside of his house. And that's giving Evil Lee an opportunity to move slightly further west. Okay. So now odds back on to shoot to kill versus Triumphant Song. Taking no precautions. No prisoners even. Because flashbangs coming out. Even though they haven't 100% seen where Luke is. Oh, they know. Oh my god! Where did that come from? I am confident that they've heard the odd footstep, but they didn't know exactly where he was. That is a ridiculous grenade onto Luke. And here come Triumphant Song. Alo forcing the rest of the team back, sure. But not far enough. Volibear will get the kill onto Luke. Sia has also been taken down. I believe that's from FURIA, who are now starting to move out of the compound. MCG still have center circle. Purdy Curdy and Alo on the south side, now getting absolutely rushed by Triumphant Song. They don't want this fight to last very long. They're using smokes to continue to rush up. Volibear actually is going to be the tip of the spear right now as they keep moving in. Sia gets taken down in the meantime, but they are fighting 2 different squads at the moment. It's kind of to be expected. Volibear gets a second. Will he get a third? Alo, the last surviving member at the moment for shoot to kill. He's off on the left-hand side. Volibear can't see through the smoke, but absolutely hears the footsteps. His teammate will be giving him info. Beautiful headshot with the barrel. Just the tiniest of peaks over the ridges. All they need. Shoot to kill eliminated in 4th place. And we got Triumphant Song Gaming moving into the top 3. Now immediately engaging FURIA. Volibear gets hit twice, doesn't even matter. Wants to try and find a headshot and a knock onto Raspu. Won't be able to. We'll have to go back and use some of the bandages. He's still got first aids, remember, but he knows he has time on his side. There's no other team about to rush in behind him. They've got time. Use the bandages to heal, reset, calm down. Phase 7 now. Let's see where the next zone is. Actually, reasonable for all 3 teams. No one's going to be massively complaining about that. Northern Donut, as I like to call that. Relatively okay rotation for all concerned. Kill Demo gets absolutely dinked by Volibear. Triumphant Song are on a tear right now. They're into double-digit kills. Sia has gone down. There are 3 of them versus 3 from FURIA. Let's take a look at what Raspu is seeing. Much more advanced position than his teammates. And I think Raspu is struggling with knowing exactly where MCG are. So FURIA don't have a problem with taking on Triumphant Song in his position, I think. But they're a little worried they'll get insta-third-partied if they do. And I think that's a perfectly legitimate concern. You can see Evil Lee and Lingdu very happy to gather information, sit in this natural dip, and just allow the other 2 teams to snipe the hell out of each other. Because the longer they do this, of course, the fewer helmets, the less HP on vests, both of their opponents have. So why wouldn't you just wait? Not a problem at all. The smokes do give away that someone is there, so these guys will now know that at least one person is in that ditch. It's actually going to be both of them. Triumphant Song now having to split their attention between both teams, but at least they're kind of in the same direction. Oh my god, how did you see him just peeking on the right side of that smoke? Insta headshot there from Peng onto Rusty Zera. And that's +1 to Triumphant Song. He doesn't really want to be hit right now, though. Take a look at that level 2 vest. It's on approximately no health. Rusty Zera goes down. It's now a 3v2v2. Kill demo getting squeezed up by the blue, not ideal. MCG finally decided to take some shots, but Peng is having none of it. Atex on that SLR and doing tremendous amounts of damage. Raspu now finds his opportunity, needs one more hit onto Peng. Actually gets 2 more hits onto Peng with the Mini 14. And Peng, such a dangerous player in this lobby, has been taken out by FURIA Esports. Raspu. Volley Bear, though, the tip of the spear. Still out and about, but now FURIA have to worry about MCG wrapping in as well. Lingdu, as you can see, just off to the side, just out of sight. The snake in the grass. Wanting to get FURIA. If he engages on FURIA, this is advantage Triumphant Song. But it's every team for themselves here. 2v2v2. We just hit the half an hour mark. This is going to be a very tense finish. Looking in the wrong place, and Lingdu spotted by Raspu. Let's see how close that Molotov gets. Pretty close. No cigar, but you could light your cigar off of that. Very close indeed. Preventing the peek on the right-hand side. Possible follow-up grenade followed by push, maybe. Very dangerous, though, for Lingdu. I would fancy FURIA if he did that. No, there's the peek now. Shandian has gone down, and suddenly Triumphant Song, from a position of strength before, not looking so much now. Volley Bear, the last surviving member on 11 kills, though. They're getting a lot of points no matter what here. FURIA now eliminated, and MCG plays spoiler indeed, staying in that ditch, waiting for the opportunity to split the attention of the teams and successfully executing. Did they get as many kills? No, but pretty much all of them came at the end. And remember earlier when we said they were at 2 or 3, be patient, they'll come at the end. Well, 8 kills, and more importantly, a first place and a chicken dinner for them in game number 1 of today's scrims.